What's friggin' going on, guys? In this video, I'm gonna give some insight into, what the hell are magic altars, as well as some painting demos to show you the different levels of this kind of stuff. So, if you're an artist, be sure to stick around or skip my yap sesh to the painting portion of the video. What are magic altars? They're basically just customized versions of magic cards, or any card game for that matter, where the original work has been modified or extended by an artist. These alterations can be done using paint, markers, digital printing, and they range from subtle adjustments to complete overhauls of the card. I think that the general populace of card alterists are people leaning towards painting as their medium. Although I've seen the growth of digital alteration with platforms like Alter Sleeves, which are really cool. I think that a big proponent of what makes Magic the Gathering so great comes from the individuality and expression someone can put into their deck. When you play a game of Magic, everyone's deck is unique to their interests. Having a deck with more spells, a certain piece of the color pie, creature-centric, or even My Little Pony for damn sake. Appealing to every niche is common, I think, now more than ever, especially with Universes Beyond, but that's like a whole other can of worms. Anyways, altars are basically if we took those concepts and put them in a more creative direction. Kind of a side tangent, but I think it relates to this. To me, it's like if Magic took a page out of Warhammer's book. Being an avid miniature painter, it's fun to have the unique feeling of playing with a piece of art that you made, especially with Magic. It's kind of different. Let's get into the types of altars. Extended art. The original artwork has been extended beyond the card's borders, often blending seamlessly with the existing design. These designs are very common and good for beginners. Extended art has a lot of variety in how much it takes over the card. Okay, full art altars. The entire card, including the text box, is repainted to create a unique design. This is tailored to the already established artist, basically just using the card as a canvas. So, I'm going to give you guys two examples of these two, because I think they're the two biggest ones. And everything else is either a subgenre of them, of either full art or extended, or they're somewhere in between the two, because extended just leads into full art pretty much. For example, you got pop culture ones. You can put characters or themes from movies, anime, video games, or other franchises into the artwork. Usually I see this with full art stuff. There's parody ones, textless or minimalist, but that's basically just full art. To the highest degree. There's some variety in full art with covering the text box and not. I know I like to keep the text box so I can actually read the card because it explains the card. A little bit of a side note, be warned with altars, tournament play might be an issue for you. It's always a good idea to bring along a spare set of unaltered cards just in case the head judge disallows. But with casual play, which is what I do, I just play Commander basically. Used to play Modern. No one cares. I don't know why I'm saying that. Alright guys, you made it to the painting segment of the video. Let's go over some of the stuff you're going to need. So for equipment, wet palette's really good. Not super needed because you can make one out of Tupperware, or you could buy one. Pretty sure like a lot of the people who do this kind of stuff don't use one. I'm pretty sure Kluged Altars doesn't use one. He's a really great altarist. Put some of his stuff on screen. I'll probably put most of his stuff on screen throughout the video just because of how good he is. Brushes, you want to look for some really small and fine tip ones. I like to have one sort of square tip that's really small and one really fine tip. I recently upgraded to like a Kolinsky stable brush with really renowned miniature painting brush. The main benefit of having a Kolinsky stable brush is it has a really fine tip and it can hold a lot of paint. You don't really need something like that. You can use something that's just really small. But I just paint miniatures, so it's good to have. Paints, use your choice of paints, man. Like acrylics are good. I've used them before. They're my favorite. I imagine using something like watercolor would be almost impossible, but I'm going to say that going with a thicker medium is a good rule of thumb. Okay, I'm going to be showing you the basic extended art altars with this swamp here, this beautiful swamp. Nice vintage aged swamp, like it's aged like fine wine. So we're going to start with the card. We're going to base coat on the areas that we want to paint. You can see I'm base coating it in with the gray. and that's just going to be the area that we're going to cover with paint, just so the paint has something to grab onto. You could also use some sandpaper, like really light sandpaper, fine grain, and just kind of scuff the card up a little bit, but then you can kind of hit the edges, and you know, you don't want to do that. Then you're going to want to try and imagine if you're trying to paint the art of the card, you're going to start with the background, and you're going to try and match that color first and extend it out, and then keep going into the foreground, just like how the painting was made. So you can see me, I'm doing kind of the background stuff. Don't be afraid to paint on top of the actual art box to kind of blend the colors together a little bit, because it can be difficult. But big thing, make sure that your paints are thin at this stage and throughout the entire process. You want to have thin paints, kind of watered down, not too much so that it breaks the already existing paint that's dry. Make sure it doesn't peel off the card. Just kind of keep thin layers, make sure everything dries in between, so it doesn't make the card very thick. I remember when I first started, my card I made was like ridiculously thick, and it's just like not good to shuffle because you can feel it. All right, look at that beautiful swamp being finished. Pause. Let's go onto the computer so I can show you how I make my full art alters. This is how I usually start out with the process. Alright, got a new document here. Let me open some of the other stuff I've done. Let's use the Demir Signet as an example. You gotta get it in the aspect ratio of an actual Magic card. If you just go on Scryfall, look up the card you want to do, and then and find all the different things of it, and then you just right click, copy image, and then paste it right into this is Krita. Basically just Photoshop. And yeah, so I was doing a little painting on it, but this is the sketch I did by hand, and then I just uploaded it to my computer and framed it all up. Alright, we're going with Scare Tiller. I'm thinking automatically like Scarecrow from Batman. I don't need to cut it all out, but I'm probably gonna paint over these borders too, anywhere where the text isn't. Do this here, let me just get picture Scarecrow. Okay, I'm just gonna use this as a reference. This is exactly what I'm trying to do. Exactly like that. Whoa, okay. Want this kind of head here. You know what? I think I might just do like a huge, like a big version of his head, looking down menacingly. That's why it's nice to do it on the computer, because you move shit around really easily. Just keep it related to the card, you know? Like it's a Scarecrow. It's Scarecrow. Like Dakon Blackblade, I made Guts because he's got, you know, a big sword. So yeah, if you're an artist who plays Magic, man, make some alters. It's fun. It's fun, and you get to be like, yeah, I painted that when you're playing a game. And you could even make money doing it too. But that shouldn't be your main intention, I think. And you meet a lot of cool people who play Magic and stuff. Especially if you're at an event and you're like, hey, I drew that. What? That's dope. Can you draw something on my cards? For sure. That'll be $80, you know? Or if you're Klug, that'll be like, you know, $6,000 or whatever it goes for in auction. Which is crazy. He doesn't even do commissions. He just does. I'm just glazing. I'm actually glazing. Okay, I think this looks cool. I'll probably do like, I don't know if this will fit my painterly kind of thing that I do. Like I try to emulate the old cards from the 90s and stuff. This step isn't even like super necessary. I don't really follow this that often either, like making the sketch. I usually just make like an image composite and then I sketch it when I do the tracing of it, when I transfer it. I'll probably do like a background. I don't know what I'll do for the background. You know what? I'm gonna do like some green like stink line aura, because he's got the gas stuff, but he's also stinky, I think. Also keep in mind, you know, like this is gonna be really small. Okay, we got that, and then I just go to extensions, add-ons, or no, set image size. I don't remember where I got that from. There it is, Google. Okay, you're gonna want to get this add-on, set image size, Google Workspace Marketplace, 2.5 by 3.5 inches. Boom, that, and then when you print this little guy out, It's gonna be the exact same size as a Magic the Gathering card. And cut it out. Maybe make a bigger one so you can see it better if you have a really like detailed thing. And then oh, we'll see you guys. I'll see you guys at the desk. We'll see you guys at the Oh, what a great video. What an awesome video. If you guys like that, this is my first crack at it, so feel free to drop a subscribe and see me hopefully improve. You know, I tried to include every artist that I mentioned in the video in the description. Please feel free to check them out if I miss someone. Like if you notice, hey, that alter guy that did that card that this jackass put in the video is not in there. Just tell me in the comments and I'll put it in the description. My bad if I miss someone. It's kind of easy just to take screenshots and then put them in the video. Most of the stuff that isn't mentioned is just my stuff, so also be wary of that. Yeah, so please like and subscribe. I hope this takes off and I'm rich and famous after one video, and I'll be a one-hit wonder, and then everything I make after it'll be complete garbage. What was your favorite part? Leave a comment in the comment box down in the comment section to comment and comment on it. Comment on how much you love the video. Comment on how much you hate people who hate the video. Comment why is this guy waffling at the end of the video? I've already clicked off. Why is this white boy talking about magic cards?